Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are going to try to turn this week around and get off of the losing streak that we've been on here for a little bit. Earlier this week we've lost I think 5 of 6 games or 6 of 7 games, something like that, prior to going 14-2. So let's see if we can get off that losing streak here with Pack 1 Pick 1 and Eudora Grave Gardener, 5-mana 5/5. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, it comes back to the battlefield face down as a forest. Is that better than Final Flourish? I mean, I kind of want to find my way into black a little bit more than green. I haven't played with or against this card yet. It's a 5-mana 5/5 with, like, kind of upside. So I think I'm just going to take Final Flourish. I don't think this is, like, particularly outstanding, to be honest. I wouldn't fault you for necessarily taking the card, but I'll just take the Final Flourish. And then follow it up with Halo Forager, because Halo Forager plus Final Flourish is a great combo. I know this dips into a second color already here on pick number 2, but blue-black's the best deck. If you could find your way into it, get into it. There's a Phyrexian Gargantua as well, which is a decent card. There's a Overgrown Pest, which is fine. There's Aerial Boost, Vat Keeper, which are both good, but Halo Forager is insane. We will take that here. What does this one do again? It's like the instant sorcery lifelink something or other. Okay, so Phyrexian Censor, Zalfiran Lancer, both good for their respective deck, white, blue, and white, black. There is Gargantua as, again, to potentially go with the Final Flourish. There's a Traumatic Revelation, which is a card I used to really like. I've come down on a bit in the last week or two. So I'm debating between Censor, Gargantua. I think those are the two picks here. Censor would kind of open up black-white Phyrexians, which I don't think is near as good of a deck as blue-white, but blue-white is always pretty contested this late in the format. Phyrexian Gargantua can go in black-white, it can go in blue-white, it can really go in any of the black combinations, so that's why I'm going to take it here. But it's tough. Alright, so now there's a Norn's Inquisitor, so a little bit regretting not taking the 3/3 last turn, or last pack, but I mean, look, it's already pick 4 and there's 0 blue cards here. So people are on to the fact that blue's the best deck in the format, or blue's the best color in the format, so we're just going to go ahead and take Norn's Inquisitor with the best card in that pack for sure. And now there's a bunch of red and black here. Stormclaw Rager, Invasion of Arcadia. I have not yet played with this card, but I want to. This card is really good. There's Alabaster Host Intercessor. There's Halo Charge Scob, which could go good with Flourish and Forager, kind of. I don't know if Rager or Mercadia is better. Or if we just take like an Intercessor. I mean, this is pick 5. It's not that late necessarily. This is tough between these two here. I'm going to take the Rager, I think, over the Intercessor. That's a really close one, though, in my mind. See, now we're getting some pretty late red. So maybe red-black is the deck that's open here. There's an Aerial Boost and a Bond Warden, which are both fine, but not quite as good as Volcanic Spite. I'll toe the line between black-red and black-white right now. There's a Prankster. Yeah, so it's nothing but black, white, and red here. So we're in the right 3 colors. Blue and green are not at all open. So, Surge of Salvation, Invasion of New Capenna, Gloomfang Mauler, Aerial Boost under the Gateway. I mean, I think black is the color that's kind of holding us together right now, so maybe just taking a Mauler. This is not as good as Boost or Salvation in my mind. Or even Invasion. Yeah, this is a tough draft to navigate so far. See, another Invasion of New Capenna, Tiller of Flesh. So black-white is looking to be quite open. potentially as well as red-black. This card has not been... It's way too slow. I mean, there's slow that's okay in this format, and then there's this card, which is like a snail's pace. I've wanted to include it, and I have included it several times. I'm not sure I've ever incubated to and flipped that incubate token ever in a game. So I'll take this invasion and still toe this line a little bit. Sanctifier, probably the only card I would consider playing in this pack, so we'll just have to see in pack 2 if we can find a direction. Scrap Chomper goes decent in red-black potentially, and I don't really care about these two. I guess Ichor Shade in red-black might not be too bad, so I'll go ahead and take that. Is there any white we'd want to splash right now? I don't care about these two cards necessarily, so I'll just take the land just in case. You never know. Alright, Bond Warden. I do like this card, even in black-white. Battle Fan, Bane Splitter. I'll just take the Bond Warden here. And then just filling out the deck, and we'll see what we can find in pack 2. Alright, Karsus, which one are you? Deals 3 damage to each creature in each planeswalker, flips into a 4/4 that pings them for 2 every time you cast a spell. There's also Deadly Derision, Sculpted Perfection, Seal from Existence, Preening Champion. Oh, this is difficult. So, Red does not want to be dealing 3 to all the creatures, though. Like, that's not what Red wants to do in this format. Sculpted Perfection is great. Seal from Existence is great. Maybe this Sculpted Perfection wheels and we go black-white, but I think black is what's holding our deck together right now. So I'm going to take the Deadly Derision as like the hedge bet here. As like, I think I know I'm black, but I don't know that I'm red or white yet. And here's a Sculpted Perfection, so leaning more towards black-white now. There's a Freewheeler, but I think Perfection is better. Ichor Drinker would be fine as well. Same with Angelic Intervention, but I'll take the Sculpted Perfection pick 2. And then a Phyrexian Awakening. There's a Jury as well, but I think we're getting pretty close to solidifying black-white here. I mean, maybe we could even splash these two cards, potentially, but Phyrexian Awakening is by far and away the best card in this pack, so we'll just go ahead and take that here. Realmbreaker's Grasp, there's an Aetherblade Agent and a Doombringer. Both of those are, like, fine, whatever, but we'll go ahead and take the Grasp. And I think we are just about solidified into black-white, and we'll see if we can find maybe a couple sources to splash these two if we need to. We may not even need to. Would be outstanding if pick 9 we get the other Perfection back. If not, that's a little bit of a yikes. We're competing with black-white against someone else, but it's one of the top half of the decks in the set, I think, so it makes sense that we'd be competing. There is a Dismal Backwater if we wanted to try to splash the Halo Forager, because everything else here is not great. There's a Cleansing and a Refusal, which are good. There's no Phyrexians. I mean this, but I'm not taking that card. I'm debating between Sentinel and Bola Slinger, I guess. I guess I'll take the Bola Slinger if we end up being a little bit more aggressive here. Pick 6, Dispersal, but we read that blue was not at all open in pack 1, and it's not worth jumping, I don't think. So, cut short for a defensive deck. I don't think we want 2 Gargantuas. There's a Dune Shaper, which might just have to be the pick if we end up being a little bit more aggressive here. Nezumi Informant, Lancer, and Sunblessed Guardian. I think I'll take the Informant. It goes well with Rager. It goes well with Final Flourish, Invasion of New Capenna. So yeah, I think it's a fine card to include here. Invasion of Regatha. probably not worth splashing. There's Doombringer and Mauler. I don't think I want 2 Maulers. I'll take my first Doombringer, but could be on the chopping block. We did not wield the Sculpted Perfection, so we are competing with someone here. Ichor Drinker wield, though, so that's good. Another Ichor Drinker over a second Bolas Slinger. I think that's okay. Alright. So we're still getting some cards, though. I think Black-White is fine for where we're at right now. I'm not upset with the archetype we've chosen, necessarily. I mean, we effectively have a deck already, and we're just going to make it better in Pack 3. Currently have 8 Phyrexians. Alright, what do we find here? Galta and Mavrin. Not quite. There's just another Deadly Derision, and that's the pick. I mean, Scornblade Berserker, fine, would play. Traumatic Revelation, fine, would probably play. Aerial Boost would probably play, and Scoured Barrens would play. But we'll go ahead and take a Deadly Derision. Pretty easy pick for us. Another Eudora. Norn's Inquisitor, Nezumi Freewheeler, Invasion of New Capenna. Maybe this wheels, but I doubt it. But we'll take the Norn's Inquisitor here pretty easily. Pretty good 2-drop for us. We don't have a ton of Incubate, but we've got enough. Alright, Timuret is great, and so is Seal from Existence. These are 2 tough ones. I think I want another removal spell. I found that removal has just been pretty darn good here. Again, I would love to play a Timuret, but I think I need to take the removal spell, so I will do that. And what are we looking for here? I mean, not exactly sure what we're looking to fill this deck out with. I mean, just power, but we're pick 4 already, so probably not splashing. I think the deck kind of got where it wanted to get. Probably maybe max 1 of these. Invasion of Theros. Aura, God, or Demigod. So an Aura is a Realmbreaker's Grasp. And it flips into a 4/4. That's it? Yeah, that one's not very good. Scroll Shift, Aetherborn, Deluge. Scroll Shift might be the only card I would play, but probably not. It's good with Inquisitor, Informant, Awakening, Perfection. I mean, it's got some combos here. Maybe we could play it. Where did the black and the white cards go? Corrupted Conviction, Inspired Charge. I guess I'll take the Conviction with double Ichor Drinker, Bond Warden. Maybe this is a Nezumi Informant. Maybe this card's playable in our deck. Easy Elspeth's Smite here over Aetherblade Agent, which is a card I like, but we'll go ahead and take the Smite. Great removal spell, super cheap. Well, this is an interesting one. Furia, Etched Familiar, Scoured Barrens, Drag Recycler. It's probably Furia, right? I mean, we have a lot of cheap cards here, and just getting extra value out of Furia. It's a weird card in the set, but I think it's probably playable in our deck. So lots of black and white here, but not a lot of great ones. I guess I could take Sunder the Gateway. I don't like Defector. Skywarden, not really either in Gargantua. I guess I'll take Sunder the Gateway. Let's see what wield here. The Berserker wield. Okay, I think that's a playable card. Ooh, Invasion wield. And then probably not getting anything else here that we want to play necessarily. It's a late invasion of Kamigawa. Alright, so I think we kind of got there with a deck. Is it great? Oh, Drag Recycler. I probably could play that. Alright, so how do we build these last couple of cuts here? Let's see. See, this is a kind of deck where I just don't know if Gloomfang Mauler is, like, worth it. What are our mana sinks? We have some Incubate here. So we've got the Ichor Drinkers, we've got the Berserker. We have, so, the Awakening, the Perfection, the Double Inquisitor. So we have some mana sinks. I'm just wondering if 17 is worth it. Cut Short is much more of a defensive deck. I don't think we're going to be super defensive. I just always default to 16 lands here. And if we do 16, we can keep the Mauler in case we need to cycle it to find a land. Send to the Gateway is always just kind of meh. But only 7 Phyrexians. But again, we are going to be flipping some of these things. So Scroll Shift, what is that good with? That's good with Gargantua, Mauler, Perfection, Awakening, potentially Realmbreaker's Grasp, Informant, Inquisitors, Bond Warden, Berserker. So, I mean, it's pretty good in our deck. And this is 16 lands right here, so I think this is probably how I'm going to run it back. Seems like a medium deck. Seems like it can either trophy or go 0-3 or anywhere in between. It's one of those kind of decks where you really don't know what's going to happen with it. So we'll see how it goes. But before we do, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel and you are here enjoying this video and have enjoyed other videos and haven't subscribed yet, it's absolutely free. Really means a lot to the channel and the growth of the channel. Go ahead and drop a subscription if you'd like. And if you'd like to support the channel monetarily, you can go ahead and check out the Daily Draft Patreon page. We also have a link in the description to that. For as little as $1 a month, you can get access to things like the Daily Draft Discord, early access to content, direct access to me through Discord. I also am very active there, and you'll be able to communicate with me directly if you would like to. And again, as simple as and as small as $1 per month, $1, not too much. And yeah, thanks so much for your consideration. And we're gonna go ahead and run this in the queue. So I'll see you in game 1. Alright, we go first with Ichor Drinker and Corrupted Conviction, and I think that is enough to probably just keep here. So, we will. Lots of cheap cards here for Furia eventually. I would rather use this for something more threatening. So, I think I'm just going to smite down the frontliner here. It's not the most mana efficient thing to do, but, I mean... Let's see what their follow-up is. Another one. I think I'm actually just going to Corrupted Conviction, Sacrifice, and then Incubate, and then Flip. But that makes Invasion worse here. Because I can only incubate as a sorcery. So what if I... go ahead and get in. And if they block, then I can sack. Otherwise, I gain a life. So I was planning on doing this anyway. So yeah, again, this makes invasion worse. So I can exile that. That's pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and get Furia down for now. Maybe they're just mono red. That way next turn we can potentially start flipping this stuff. Or getting extra cards here. Okay. This is tough because, well, okay, so I can Deadly Derision their frontliner and then Invasion of New Capenna sack the treasure to kill their Ramotian Greatsword and then attack the battle and immediately flip it, which is like insane here. I still have another removal spell, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I want to be able to attack it and flip it immediately. Oh no. I have to sacrifice the treasure to cast it. Oh, that was so bad. I miscalculated that. Okay. So what do we do then now? Well, that felt so bad. It was just such a bad turn. We're probably still okay, but man, it's such a punt. Alright, let's see. So we do get to flip this, so that's good. See what we can find off of Furia. Whoa! That's a lot of action. We're gonna mill ourselves with Furia. Guess I'll take the Inquisitor? I don't know. Each creature that shares a type with it. This is a cleric. That's a cleric. I'm going to keep the Dreg Recycler in hand only because we can get more triggers off of Furia here. With more cheap creatures and cheap cards here, so... Alright, they found their white. They're not mono-colored. Self-Fearing Lancer. I think now we just kind of start going for it a little bit here. They might crew the dread ship, but that's okay. Okay. Now, do I Final Flourish or Drag Recycler? They're probably just going to trade here, but I could put the Drag Recycler down, put a counter. I'll just put the Recycler down and get the counter. Alright, gain a bunch of life, and now we have to try to outrace our deck, basically, because Furia is just drawing too many cards. Which is a good problem to have. Land wouldn't be an awful draw, so we can Awakening one of these two, and then equip. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I think we just had too good of a hand there. So we definitely did not play super clean that game, but we'll just have to clean it up for later. I think the deck has some legs here. Alright, not an outstanding hand, but, I mean, a keepable one. Now it's an outstanding hand. Okay, we have Seal from Existence next turn if we need it, if they play like a Phyrexian Rager or something. Not a Rager, the black-red gold uncommon. What's that called? Phyrexian? Who knows? Hanger, a Scrounger, sure. We have unconditional removal still, so I think I'm just going to kill it. I don't know. It's either we kill it or we do literal nothing this turn. I mean, I don't like using a good removal spell on something like that, but again, we do have unconditional removal here if we need it. I think in order to hit my land drop, I'm actually just going to do this now. So that's good. We still need another black for Furia, another black for Gargantua. So... Aww. That's annoying. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get the Furia down here. See if it survives. It does not. Scroll Shift plus Gargantua is going to be pretty good here. If we can find a land, though. Oh, that's annoying. That's all fine. That is also fine. They have something here. Could be Final Flourish. Would love to be able to scroll shift this. Alright. 8 mana. Hopefully no, like, Atali or something. Gloomfang Mauler. Sure. Might scroll shift the Seal from Existence here. To get rid of the Mauler. Do I really have to, though? I don't think I have to right now. I've got so much going on over here. So I can do this, and then I can threaten to flip this, turn it into a 5/5 here. And then we've got a lot going on right now. They're flooding, but see what their last card is. Might have liked the protection there, but as far as scroll shift to be able to blink it, but you know, we got some value here. See if they trade. Looks like they will. Don't really want to scroll shift into something here that they could have, so I'm just gonna flip all these things for now. Can also flip the Awake. I really want to flip the Gargantua though, or I mean blink it. Let's see if I can get this last card out of their hand by just using Elspeth's Might. Don't mind 2-for-1ing myself to get rid of their last creature here. It's not even really 2-for-1ing myself. These are just kind of extra value anyway, so. See what they got in their hand. If they go for some sort of protection or combat trick or something, we can use the scroll shift here safely because we know what's in their hand. That's fine. Now we know they don't have anything. Because they're not getting any sort of priority here, so we have all the safety in the world to do this now. Alright, and I'm worried about a potential board wipe, maybe. The good thing is, this can sacrifice itself to draw cards, so it's not that bad to play into a board wipe with this here. So like Invasion of Fiora would be horrible, but they didn't have it. So yeah, we turned the corner there pretty well. It's doing well with the deck so far. Seeming alright. Okay, we're first with Ichor Drinker into Awakening, and we can also scroll shift the Awakening. Yes, please. Oh, hi, Mark. If you know, you know. Alright, Ichor Drinker on 1. Don't want to grasp. Uh-oh. Alright, they have as far as Dispersal in hand. So we're going to have to keep that in mind as long as we have our Incubate tokens here. So it's going to be hard to play around, necessarily. The thing is, even if they get 3 mana, they're going to be able to flip. But they're going to be able to get rid of this token no matter what. So it's going to be hard to play around the FRS Dispersal, but at least we know they have it. Reigning champion, yeah. So my plan is to just wake this thing up. Double Oracle of Tragedy, interesting. Alright, but again, I know they have the dispersal to do it, so as long I'm just not going to attack with it as long as they have that. Because they get the free value there. Well, that probably kills us. Very quickly here. Dang. Haven't played against Archangel Elspeth yet, but that will put a nail in the coffin more than likely. I guess we could Realm Breaker's Grasp it. Its activated abilities can't be activated. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make them chump, because this has Vigilance and they don't have a Forest Dispersal up. I'm going to make them chump, and then I'm still going to put the Realm Breaker's Grasp on it. And even if we trade, that's also fine. Yeah, figured that. Oh, enchant artifact or creature. But then it says enchanted permanent. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, can't do that. So yeah, now we're like dead. Yeah, sometimes you lose to big bomb planeswalkers, you know? I mean, 4 mana planeswalker, that's tough to get through. That's kind of scary. Alright, still holding up Dispersal here. All these can't be blocked. I could blink the Informant, but can't quite get their last card. Um, I don't know how we play around that as much as we can here. I mean, this is just going to take over. Go ahead, I guess. Make them use 3 mana for it to get rid of the 4/4. I mean, if they play a, freaking 4 mana planeswalker and you can't kill it in a turn or two, in limited usually you're just losing that game. I guess Deadly Derision, we have 2 of those that could get rid of it. I think that can deal with the Planeswalker. Oof. Still holding up Dispersal here. Still drawing lands here. This is the problem with March of the Machine some of the times. Like, I feel like we're like 5% to win this game. Like, the game is effectively over already. But we have to sit here and play this out. It's 25-20, and I know that we're going to lose this game. But you have to just sit here and play this out because, I mean, I could concede right now. But it just feels so bad because that's why life totals don't matter here. I mean, we're like 5% to lose, and they're up 25-20, which is ridiculous. It's kind of funny how this works, but yeah. Gonna flip that immediately, get a Sarah Angel. Alright, so again, I know I'm 5% here, but look, 28-20, and it's just not worth trying to waste all of your time to try to figure out how far this goes. Alright, we're on the draw here. We have a fine enough hand. If we can figure out a way to get another creature down, the Bond Warden plus sacrificing itself to one of these can be pretty good. Okay. That's annoying, but okay. This is annoying. Drawing nothing but lands here. Sure. I said if we could just find a creature. It took 3 draw steps. We've found 3 lands. It's good that we're finding lands. It's just we're drawing things in the wrong order here. Okay. We're drawing good cards, it's just everything is coming at the wrong time. Like, can't use any of this. I guess I block the Gremlin, make them activate it, and then Deadly Derision it? Feels horrible, but here we are. Don't really want them flipping their battle here. Okay, so they didn't have anything else to do with their mana. They just got an extra incubate. Oh, hello, more land. So now we play Furia, and then we sacrifice the Bond Warden here. See if we can get a free point of damage in. Because this also triggers Furia. Guys, we're playing 16 lands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands already. 6 left in 23 cards. We're just drawing everything out of order here. Well, that sucks. Clearly they have something like Volcanic Spite. What do they have? If they had... They could have Stoke the Flames. Furia is too important to us right now. I know they gotta flip this, but like, Furia is like all we have going on in this entire game. So, yes, this is good. If they had Stoke the Flames, I mean... Now they can just cast anything from their hand at instant speed. Good lord. 5 lands left, guys. 5 lands. I can trigger Furia by casting Inquisitor and Realmbreaker's Grasp, but like... This is so bad right now. See if they have Forest Dispersal. No, okay. Alright, so we'll see what they have this time. It was Stoke the Flames. Bet you didn't think we could do that. Activate it twice. Oh, the shame concession. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a punt, but it wasn't that bad. See, this is why you still play games. I mean, drew like 11, no, 12 lands in like 18 cards. We're playing the game with like 6 cards there. And they just shame concession once we did what we did. Oops. Okay, we go first with Ichor Drinker into 4 more lands to play the cards that are left on top of our deck, or left in our hand. So, I mean, I guess we're keeping because of Ichor Drinker, which goes a long way. Maybe we'll find Corrupted Conviction or something to refill the hand with more lands. Drag a Recycler. Yes, please. Let's see if they have Avara's Dispersal. Nope. Alright, good. Wrath. Darn. It's a good one. Let's see if we can mise out a bluff attack here. I'm sure we can. Use the arena full control to your advantage sometimes. They're probably not going to want to block, as they didn't. Got 2 free points of damage. Preening Champion and Wrath. What a start. I can hold up Deadly Derision, or I can just get in there, and I think I need to just kind of get in there. That's fine with me. I'll trade a 2/2 for a flyer. Double Preening Champion. So if I attack, they block, block, and block. I can just kill these two, which I don't think is a good trade for me. I would like to play Furia, and then next turn I can hold up all kinds of things. Because if I play Elspeth's Smite to blow them out, I can't play Furia, which is not great. So I think I'm just going to do this and not attack for that reason. And we'll see if they have the removal for Furia or something. Agent. Okay. Oh god. I was like, what do you have? I'm expecting them to block Agent on the 4/4, in which case I will smite it, and then we'll see if we need to use Derision to trigger Furia. Do they also have Angelic Intervention or something? Cyber Cryptomancer. Yeah, I'll take the seal. Ah, that was dumb. Why did I not... I gave them a free counter on their 3/3. That was so dumb. Gosh, playing loose today. Because they would have put it there, and with the trigger on the stack, like, oh god. Well, that probably kills us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Inquisitor is good, but I think Gargantua is what we need to kind of refill here. Such a punt. I wouldn't have had to use the Grasp here if I had just waited another trigger. Let's see what their Convoke spell is. Okay. Ha, there we go. I think I'll start with the Gargantua here. Okay. Got rid of Conviction. We got rid of two... then we're just drawing more lands. Not triggering Furia anymore. How many lands do we even have left? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 3 lands in our last 13 cards. I'm just going to use this as a removal spell to get rid of a flyer or something. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought they were getting. Kind of what I thought they were getting there. Hoarding Broodlord into Sunfall. I'm not sure that's ever been beat in March of the Machine Limited. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Oh, jeez. They could immediately flip that, too. Excuse me, what? Oh, they just get it right back from their graveyard. So we have to beat a Hoarding Broodlord and 2 Sunfalls in one game. Sometimes things are just so frustrating. That was a pretty good draw, relatively speaking. I mean, we still have to fight our way through a Sunfall somehow, but... Yep. Okay, that's something here. They keep top decking out of it, though. Obviously can't play our other creature because they're going to be priced into Sunfalling here. Oh, you get to cast 2 Sunfalls. Oh. Incubate 0. Not sure I've ever seen an Incubate 0 yet. Alright, we still... If we dodge 2 lands... If they get 2 lands off the top, we win. And then we will have beat a Hoarding Broodlord and 2 Sunfalls. It just dies. But instead, they find Tetsuko. I mean, we have to trade with the 2/2 here. What if we don't attack, we play Inquisitor, and then we animate it next turn? Then we have lethal. Yeah, so no attacks. So now we have lethal. So again, if we dodge a top deck, we win. Yeah, because if they don't have anything, then we animate this, we attack with everything. They have to take at least 2 here. Oh, please don't just be rage quitting and... Oh, nope. Instead, they top-decked Halo Forger into a 3rd Sunfall. Actually, they can't do Sunfall because then they're dead. So, what are they going to do? Oh, they're just going to use it as a blocker. Okay. Well, they have to trade chump here, and then again, one more draw step. We could have had to play against 3 Sunfalls this game, potentially. Okay, 2 lethal threats. Any singular creature doesn't do it. Oh my gosh. I was about to tilt so hard if they had continued to draw out of that, but we beat Hoarding Broodlord into double Sunfall. I'm not sure anyone else has ever done that in the history of MOM Limited. Alright, opponent goes first, and Informant Conviction, probably good enough to just keep here, so we will. Any land, or a white land, lets us get Seal. Any land, Deadly Derision. We'll see. Opponent seems to be potentially have disconnected, maybe? Okay. Well, I guess we're 4-1 or whatever it is. Who knows? Okay, great hand here. Definitely keeping this. We are indeed 5-1, not 4-1, so that's pretty nice. We have all the lands we need. I'm sure we'll find another one. Inquisitor, or I think I'll just do Sanctifier to start here. Inquisitor's more of a removal target. Interesting. Let's see what their plan is here. Okay, well that's going to work out decently for us. I mean, they still did get to draw the card off of that, but we did get to keep our Sanctifier. Zarek's Strobe Knight and a land. Okay. Choked on lands. Did have to discard that one, but I still stand by that decision there. So, yeah, I think we just need to get the value here while we can, and then I think I can actually just back up the Sanctifier and then have good attacks. No plays at all? No plays on 5. That's strange. Alright, what do you got in hand then? No plays on 6? What are we dealing with here? They just... I have no idea what just happened. They had 3 colors of mana and couldn't play anything with 4 cards in hand with 5 or 6 mana. Who knows? Alright, we go first with Ichor Drinker into Phyrexian Awakening as the plan here. Currently 6-1. Looking to close out the week on a high note compared to the earlier this week. That's for sure. And the only game we lost was to a turn 4 unopposed Archangel Elspeth. So those games are going to be tough to win. Really would love a land here, obviously. Alright, there we go. They did mulligan. They might be color screwed. Alright, they found their white. Let's see what you got now. Kami of Whispered Hopes. Sure. I can seal from existence. I can Realmbreaker's Grasp. I can animate and attack. Try to race. Yeah, I'm just going to try to race a little bit here. I know they get this mana, but like, I have 2 removal spells right now, so 3 kind of. Just have to hope they don't ramp into a Sunfall or something. Another Kami. And then a 2-drop, a 1-drop, okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, crap. Convoking out what? That was quite the turn for them. Oh, God. Okay. Jeez. We do get to exile it, which is good. They go to 4. We have another removal spell for their other Kami this next turn here. But they do have access to like 13 mana or something. For 11 right now? 12 if they have a land drop? Oh, this can be a mana ability as well. Okay, we're just trying to push some damage though, so we have a removal spell. We just have to see if we can get through. Very close. Tangled Skyline. Gain 5 life. God. They have had an insane curve out here. Man. Yeah, they're getting us a little bit. Went back up to 10 here, and they've got like a 7/7, a 4/4. We have a good amount of removal in the deck. We're just going to see if we can get through here. Oh god. What a deck. I've never seen a curve out as quick as theirs was. I mean, we're not really pushing through. Gonna have to hope they don't have Sunfall in the deck. Maybe we go wide enough that we can eventually make an Alpha Strike or something like that. Man. It's been a tough draft. Going 6-1, but it's been tough. They mulliganed. We had a 1-2-3-4 curve out, and then they played Kami, another Kami, and then just had like 30 mana. Monastery Mentor. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure there's a way to get through this one. So whenever they cast a non-creature spell, they make a 3/3 with prowess. Yep. God. What a deck. What a deck. Yeah, I don't think we can win anymore. I mean, all their Phyrexians have reach, too, so we can't even, like, win with flyers. 7-7-8-7-6-6-4-4-5-5-4-4. God. And they have 4 lands. They have 4 lands. What is this, cube? Vintage or something? Take 15? And they have Cosmic Hunger in hand, too. Alright, I'm done here. I'm done here. Okay, 6-2. Can we get there? We're going to start with a decent hand here. Need some lands, but that hasn't been a problem today. Ichor Drinker, Invasion of New Capenna, but usually want to save this thing for like a better creature, but we'll see what we can do here. That's a better creature. I'll probably just use it now. Unless they block, which they won't. Didn't think so. I played the wrong land. Could have incubated 2 there. Would have been much better. Yeah, bit of a mistake. I could have attacked and then forced them to block. Do I want to cycle the Mauler here? Probably. Just playing Furia next turn? Guarantee I hit my lands to get to Furia and Gargantua. Alright, let's see if she survives. Or if there is a Deadly Derision in hand. Or Vanquish the Weak. Assuming Aetherborn, okay. Comes a 4-3. An Omen Hawker. Alright, all this has been okay so far. Alright. See what we gotta do. They don't have an instant, interestingly. So I can just trade this for their Aetherborn, I suppose. I could also just kill the Seed Shark and then trigger Furia, which is also good. I don't really care about this. This could get out of hand at some point here, and I prefer it not. Let's trigger Furia and find... yeah, I guess another Deadly Derision. They gain 2 life, and I don't care. we get to flip Invasion, it looks like. Okay. And I probably just got to play the Gargantua. Get their last card, but there's a chance it's either just a land or they play it next turn and we don't have anything to get. It's pretty good with Conviction, but so is Bond Warden here, so I'm actually just going to get the Bond Warden. And I don't think I'm going to use the treasure to equip. Okay, no blocks. So many things we can do. Why don't we start with Inquisitor? Alright, they've got nothing here, so Inquisitor, then these will flip into 3/3s. Which one's got... Oh, enter the battlefield this turn. Okay, so we can flip this one to attack with. We could flip this one. I would like to equip this to Gargantua, I think, to put counters on everything. I'm really hoping they're not holding an Invasion of Fiora here. That would be bad. It's probably worth playing around. We're so far ahead. So then I just equip... Actually, it doesn't really even matter. Go play this, get the trigger. Probably take Scroll Shift, honestly. Put the counter here. And you know what? I am going to play around... Invasion of Fiora, because we're so far ahead here that I don't see a reason to just play into it. Yeah, this scares me a little bit that that's the block they're making, just to dump all their creatures. We have to hope they don't have that. Invasion of Ogrotha, okay. That's a draw. Yeah, insane value in that last game. Alright, so we lost to a stupid green-white deck that was Kami Mana deck with Borborygmos and Fibblethip and Monastery Mentor and all kinds of things, and a turn 4 Archangel Elspeth, but we did go 7-2 with the deck. I think that's the 5th trophy of the format here on the channel. Could be 4th, I don't know, I've lost count. But we had a 7-1, 7-1 last week, and we had a 0-3 and a 1-3 earlier this week. look, people go on streaks. You get streaks, you get hot, you get cold. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, we enjoy trophies here on the channel too. So thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this longer one today, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.